come on in because we are here to review a season 1, episode 2 of The King's Court. And we back, y'all, and it's getting messy and jealousy is flying through the room, y'all. Messiness and jealousy is flying through the room. And who is the queen? This is King's Court, but who is the queen of messiness? We're going to have to say it's Lexi. Lexi is messy, 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 and Brookel is jealous, jealous, jealous.
Okay, answer me this and be honest. You didn't do it to be salty and try to ruin what he's got?
No, because I
it kind of looks like that right now, babe.
Let me tell you something. Both of these ladies showed up on this show talking about, I'm really confident. I got a lot of self-confidence. And as soon as other women entered the house or stole or garnered any attention from these men, both these ladies folded like a fake $3 bill. They folded. They slid down the wall and folded. They couldn't handle it.
What I think is really happening here is that they're trying to save their image from being eliminated, so they're just going to get up and quit. I'm ready to go.
Let me tell you something. The biggest way to give away that you're not really confident is to walk around talking about how confident you are.
These men are old and bald. I don't have time.
These ladies was walking around talking about, I don't chase men. Men chase me. I done dated plenty of men that look better than these men. Well, let me tell you something. If you don't chase men and men are always chasing you, then you know what you don't care about? When one man don't look in your direction. That's like a rich man caring about the fact that a dollar bill fell out his pocket. That's not going to happen. That's how I know, no, you're not used to a lot of men chasing you or a lot of men being at you, because if you were, you wouldn't be so angry. You wouldn't be so thirsty. You wouldn't be so upset when a man decides you're not his cup of tea. You don't care. When you're full of abundance, when it's coming at you all kind of different ways, you know what? You don't care.
Carlos, you were just making up something to have me there at that elimination because you know dang well that there's nothing wrong with me. You're ghetto, your way of thinking is a little ghetto, and your history is ghetto too.
Look at how Tyson even handled Brookel. He wasn't bothered when she wanted to go home. You know why? Because as Tyson said, I get hit on every single day by men and women. I got so many women hitting on me and men hitting on me that I could care less if one woman don't like me. That's what I'm saying. People start running around talking about how confident you are, but you show signs of cracking under the first bit of pressure. Forget about it. Forget about it. But Tyson running around calling himself Big Daddy. Come on over here and give Big Daddy a hug. He's a hot mess. He already done admitted that he really not on here to find love. Tyson coming on here to play, have a good time. And he said he's also coming on here to revive his image because his image is one of a playboy. People say he's either a playboy or people were saying that he is gay. Or he was saying, people were saying all he dates white women. And he said, I come on here to let y'all know I'm none of those things. I'm not no playboy. I'm not gay. And I like all different colors, flavors. That's what I like. So he said, I'm over here to improve my image. But in the meantime, I'm going to have a good time. Tyson got some deep-rooted issues. I told y'all that last week. Tyson like a little old lap dog. He just want to go lay on your lap and have you stroke him and cuddle with him and make him feel good. Back when Tyson was young, I don't think he got enough nurturing. I really don't. You can kind of see it. He really is like a puppy dog running from woman to woman saying, will you hold me? Will you kiss on me? Will you love on me? And he needs it. And I think he does have a little bit of a problem. I'm not saying he's a cheater, but what I'm saying is he needs a lot of attention. And a lot of times, even if you don't cheat, that excessive need for attention can make women think you're cheating, and then that can just be a slippery slope. Tyson said he had a really bad breakup 9 years ago. He said he ain't been in a serious relationship for 9 years because he was hurt so bad by that woman because that woman cheated on him. But she might have cheated because she thought he was cheating. I don't know if he was or not, but shoot. The way Tyson run around flirting with people, a lot of people would think he's cheating. Tyson got to figure out why he needs so much attention. Go work it out in the therapist room on a couch, Tyson, because until you figure that out, you just going to be confusing women out here. You ain't going to end up getting to what you're trying to get to. But we got to see more of Carlos vibing with Janae, and that was setting off Lexi, talking about, well, we can see he already locked in, so I don't even know why I'm here. Lexi had a hard time all episode long. She had such a hard time that eventually what she decided to do was go on Google and start Googling Carlos and figure out that he had been married, of course, several times. And one of those marriages ended because he was cheating. And so since Lexi said, well, if I can't have him, I might as well spoil it for Janae. I might as well go over there and tell her how much of a cheater he is. Girl, Lexi, you messy. Lexi, if you got so many men after you, why would you care if Janae gets one of them? She just want one, girl. You shouldn't even care. Lexi, girl, you not fooling no one at all. Like I said, if you are rich and you got a lot of money, the last thing you care about is a dollar bill falling out your pocket. You don't care. But you know who I was really proud of again was Dr. Shawana. Dr. Shawana said, you know, when she first came on the show, she got that bubbly, outgoing personality. And Thaddeus called her and said, oh, you know what, you aggressive. And he really wasn't saying it in a mean way. He was actually saying it in a way to give her a compliment because he said he liked aggressive women. And whether he meant aggressive or assertive, a lot of men mix up that terminology. A lot of people do. Dr. Shawana said, I'm triggered. I am triggered because as a Black woman out here in spaces in which I'm the only Black woman, I really don't like people calling me assertive or aggressive. But you know what I liked about Dr. Shawana? She sat down with Thaddeus and had a real good conversation. And it was a calm conversation. And you know what she didn't do when he called her a terminology or name in which she didn't approve of, agree with, or like? She didn't become aggressive or assertive. She didn't start yelling at him and screaming to him, I ain't aggressive. I ain't aggressive. You know what she did? She led with her hurt. She led with her pain. She didn't lead with anger. She might have been mad on the inside, but what she got in touch with was her real emotion, which was hurt and pain. And she expressed that to him and said, you know what? It's particularly damaging to Black women to refer to them that way. Even if you meant it as a compliment, it's just such a bad stigma that we have to deal with out here in the world. And she cried. She shed a few tears. And in that moment, Thaddeus saw her. And he really responded in a very empathetic way. And he too started crying. He apologized to her. That is a class session on how you respond to someone who called you aggressive or assertive. Take notes, Black ladies. That's how you respond. You flip it on them. Because really what Shawana did was, in Thaddeus' way of calling her assertive or aggressive, she didn't lead with aggression and say, you called me aggressive. You know what she did? And I want every Black woman to do this no matter where you are in a workplace. When someone calls you aggressive, what I want you to do is I want you to go to the softest place in your body. I'm not saying you got to cry, but if you can, it will really help. If you can cry, it'll really help. Because what I want you to do is I want you to make a person who just called you aggressive and assertive, I want you to make them feel as if they're the bully. Because by them calling you that, they hurt you. That's how you flip it on them. You want to call me assertive and aggressive? No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to my softest place. If I got to cry, I'm going to cry. And I'm going to say, you calling me something that I didn't do to you, and I was not exhibiting any of those characteristics, hurt me in such a deep place that now, you know what? I'm the victim. You're not the victim no more. I'm the victim. That's what I want every Black woman to do. when you out here in the world and you are falsely accused of being called assertive and aggressive, I don't want you to get loud. I don't want you to fight back. I don't want you to yell and scream. I want you to go to your softest place, and I want you to show that person and everyone else that no, you're the bully. I'm not the bully. You're the bully. Because when you just do the other way, all people do is say, I told you so. Look at you. I told you so. So Dr. Shawana, I'm glad you televised this, because some people, they need to learn from what you just did. They need to learn. But this episode, there were a lot of new people, now new faces. We had Stephanie. She's 36. She's an entrepreneur. We had Edelweiss. She's from Spain. She walked around talking about she got a temper. Black women can't say that. Black women could not introduce themselves and say, I'm from America and I got a temper. We can't do it. We had Ariel, 39. She's a doctor of physical therapy. She says she has been engaged 3 times but never made it to the altar. Girl, what is going on? What is going on that you got engaged 3 times and never made it to the offer? What kind of offers are these? Are these real offers? It's like somebody telling me they're selling their house and they got 10 offers. I go, oh, that's good, girl. Are you an escrow? No, I didn't accept none of them. What? Well, did you accept an offer at all? No, I ain't selling my house. Girl, what is going on? Were they bad offers? Were they real offers? Or you just run around counting offers that really ain't offers? People put in offers for home, but they really can't afford your house. That ain't no real offer. But we have Felicia. She's 36. She's a business analyst. We had Kat. She at 44. She a DJ singer. We got Sarah. She's also 37, a physician liaison. We have Brianna. She a tech office manager. But it don't matter who these people are, because Carlos ain't looking at nobody except Janae. Janae is locked in, and Janae know it. Janae is completely locked in. Even that little trick that Lexi was trying to play by digging up dirt on Carlos and then telling Janae about it, or saying it so loud she could overhear it. So hopefully Janae would walk away. Janae said, it's going to take a whole lot more than that to get me to walk away from Carlos. I'm locked in. I'm over here getting kisses. Y'all are over here playing checkers, and I am playing a chess. Okay? But she better be careful. She better do her due diligence. She better investigate, because it's a red flag to me that Carlos is locking in on Janae so fast. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to say it's a red flag. It's definitely a yellow one, though. It is a caution flag. Hold on. We need to figure out what's going on, because it is a bit odd. It is a bit odd. But these ladies are already having cat fights, arguing, fussing, and fighting. Brooke L., who's a whole model from the modeling industry, she is hotter than fish grease that Tyson is running around like a lap dog, talking to all these ladies, talking about, will you rub on me? Will you hug me? Will you make me feel good? And Brooke L. couldn't handle it. She was sliding down the wall, y'all. She was sliding down the wall, so much so she had to say, you know what? I got to get up and pack my bags and get out of here, because I can't handle it. Tyson said, get to stepping. You're both jealous and controlling. And Tyson, who really does have people after him all the time, said, I don't care about losing one woman. There's another one right behind you. But Lexi over here trying to talk to Thaddeus to tell him about Carlos, talking about Carlos is being unfair. Carlos ain't giving me a chance. Carlos. Lexi don't take no accountability, like I said. Zero accountability. She was running around saying that she has a foul, nasty mouth when people piss her off. Girl, talk about zero accountability. I can't stand it when people justify their bad behavior because someone else did something. Let me tell you something. If you only can be a good person and you only can control your tongue when everyone is talking nice to you, that means you don't never have to practice no self-control. The minute somebody else can't practice self-control, You don't have no self-control. Girl, you got to be responsible for yourself. You can't be blaming everything on everybody else. And even when Carlos gave her a chance to talk and tell him a little bit about herself, she said, well, I don't really want to be boastful and just talk about myself. Well, girl, you just said you was confident. Now you don't want to talk about yourself? Lexi, who are you? You know who I know you're not. You're not a woman with a whole lot of men chasing you. That I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not a woman with a whole lot of men chasing you. Cause like I said, if you that rich, you could care less about a dollar bill falling out your pocket. You could care less. You don't even bend down to pick it up. And you over here, Lexi, you run around hotter than fish grease. You and Brookel, unhinged, jealous, and mad. Y'all need to take yourselves on home. Go home. But like I said last week, I don't think Tyson is on here to really find the love. He run around talking about he a man with a tool belt and some tools. And he the type of husband that want to fix something for you ladies. Hang a picture, paint a room. He said, I ain't just a pretty face. I'm more than that. And I'm tired of my feelings getting hurt out here by women in the world. And I need a woman who's going to be true, faithful, and take care of my heart. I need some nurturing. Tyson missed out on some nurturing when he was young. I'm telling you right now, it is obvious. You can see it. Tyson, are you seeing a therapist? You need to see one. You better go see one. Because you 50 years old talking about you ain't been in no serious relationship for over 9 or 10 years. Something ain't right, Tyson. Something is going wrong. It's always the good looking ones. It's like when Brookel said, I know ain't nothing wrong with me because all the men that leave me end up spinning the block and trying to come back. Girl, they may come back. That still don't mean you're not crazy. You crazy, Brookel. You got a little Looney Tune running up around in there. You do. A few loose screws. But before Lexi got out of there, before she quit, Lexi and Brookel self-eliminated. Before they did that, Lexi had a few words to leave Mr. Carlos with. He said, you ghetto. She said, you ghetto. Your ways is ghetto. Everything about you is ghetto. Here's one for the road for Ms. Old Lexi. Anyway, that's it, y'all. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
You